Yo, it's real guys, real talk. Let's go.
It's because you've loosened it so many times.
It could be that.
It
But
is pretty
seriously,
loose.
It's been weird ever since. I don't know.
I don't know either.
All right, we're back, guys. Hey,
Welcome back.
crazy video coming, dude.
Yo.
Dude, this is a pretty intense
This is intense. This is like not the same as the
last few.
Allah one, but it's gonna be a zinger nonetheless.
Well, Zynga.
Allah one.
I love snack bars.
Snack bars are good.
Okay.
But welcome back, everyone.
Charcuterie
So,
boards or top tier?
They are top tier.
Charcuterie boards.
Dude,
feel like
I
we
love the
talked about
ones with
that
the
the
good
other
cheese.
Yeah, Sam's been buying
The
these
meat's good.
artesian wraps, where it's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
cheese wrapped in the
Yeah.
like superside or
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
pepperoni.
Yeah. Oof.
You should bring one in. Where's ours?
I ate
Dude.
it.
You ate it.
I can't. She can't keep them in the house.
My
She actually had
wife
to
and I,
stop buying them.
We went out
so
to
good.
eat, and instead of like actually getting food, we tried that. We didn't have a lot of time. We
Yeah.
weren't super hungry. Wanted to have a meal.
Yeah.
Charcuterie board, and actually it slammed, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
some
it always
weird
slams,
fermented
yeah.
pickle things and
Yeah.
whatever.
Just
Yeah,
go at it.
they're pretty
Cheeses.
fire.
Get stuffed up. You know what I mean?
When I went to Disney World at the Star Wars place, did you go to the Galaxy's Edge?
I
did.
want to go to that.
And did you go to the Cantina bar?
That's
did.
That's the exact.
Did you
one.
get the board?
I did not, but somebody did get the board. I was
Oh,
I
did
got-
you come out
super.
on that funny chessboard.
I was like
Yeah.
already
Oh,
super
okay.
aggravated because like
It was good,
our
though.
reservation was for 6. We got there at 5:50. Didn't get in until like 6:30, 6:45.
Yeah.
I was super frustrated.
Why?
And then I didn't know,
It's
like when you
busy.
go into Olga's Cantina, which is really cool.
It's a really cool place.
The Bloody Mary, if you get it, when they tell you it's spicy, like
It's
even
really
for me,
spicy.
like I was like, and you're looking over
Oh,
2
it's so
drinks. But the drinks are really good.
You can only order them on the tab.
But you
or
have
you
to
can pay.
sit with other people if you sit in the booth.
They have like it's like an open
Oh,
bar.
that sucks.
So you have like standing cantina.
And
Not
luckily
next
we
to another
sat.
bounty hunter. That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
pretty
but
cool.
I wish it was like that, but
No.
it's not. But
No.
Pretty
It's
cool,
probably
though.
about the kind of like the people we're going to talk about in a second.
Yes,
That's a quick
lot
segue.
of aliens.
The other communities. The
There's a lot of communities
LGBTQ
right now. Listen.
soup. That's where we're going, and we're
Yeah.
talking rudely like that because that is the truth of it. So anyway,
We're some rudely.
it's going to get
boys.
real. But hey, the good news is it seems like our country's starting to wake up to that, and it's becoming.
Oh, yeah,
This isn't as
yeah.
voodoo. Like
Yeah.
a year ago,
Mhm.
I don't know if we could have done this. Maybe a year and a half ago. No way.
yeah.
But
No,
now
we're taken down instantly.
we're taking transgenders out of the army. So anyway, finally. So I hope that they are healed and whatever disease going on and spiritual stuff is done because that's gross stuff. So kids,
Specifically, we're going to talk about transgenderism, LGBTQ, the community, pushing it into kid shows, into schools
Mhm.
at a very young
Yeah.
age.
very.
You know, kids, they take everything in. Whatever
What-
you teach them, they literally
Yep.
mold themselves around that till
Yep.
they get of age to see differently.
And it's more than you would expect. Like
Way more.
I was
Yeah.
explaining earlier, I got this cool little Barbasol thing. I don't know. If you guys like it, I can tag the guy who made it.
That's pretty cool.
It was awesome.
That's cool.
So I was talking to my son, and I told him it was real DNA from Jurassic Park, like real
Yeah.
dinosaurs. He's like, no, it's not. I said, yes, it is. And he's 8, right, barely. So he's convinced, right? And I forgot about it. I forgot that. I thought that we clarified that's obviously not real. Come on. And so later he was like trying to open it. Like I was like, he's like, is this? Can I drink this? Like, what's the deal here? I said, no, it's poisonous. No, you can't drink. He's like, dinosaur DNA is poisonous. I said, son, that's not really dinosaur DNA. He's like, oh, okay, because I figured they'd start trying to make them after this. I'm like, yeah, they probably would, but they believe anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I like doing that to my wife specifically. Like I'll say something, like we'll be driving past something.
Poor Sam.
And I'll be like,
I remember this.
yeah, dude, like
I got the lighter, you got the gas.
it's just like something completely random, like yeah, like that dude over there, like he like killed 3 people 10 years ago, and
Yeah.
you know,
Look
like
at him
he's
now.
out, and she's like, oh my god, really? I'm like, no, not really, like,
Oh my god!
but
Really?
it's
That's
like
hilarious.
it's super.
I locked him away. I know. you
It's
know?
like
I know.
super
Here's
easy.
a picture of me and him with AI generated.
It's
I was
like
unhandcuffing him. at the
yeah,
time.
it's like super easy to convince most people.
Yeah.
of a lot of things.
Whether the age is relevant or not, of like a lot of things.
Yeah.
dude.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
And it's like if you just get fed it enough and enough and enough,
You
and
believe
enough
it,
and
yeah.
enough,
Especially,
you're
you see
like,
it often enough, you'll start wondering.
We spoke about this in the SIM card.
Yeah, we
pushing
did.
the same agenda. If there's 1,000 people saying the same thing,
The Russians and Germans experimented that heavy in World War II.
yes,
I
With
believe
the what do they call that? Something exposure, like
propaganda is the easiest.
yeah,
term
like
for it.
propaganda
Sure.
They
exposure.
did massive
Like I mean, like look what they
propaganda.
did in
Sure,
Germany.
psyops.
Like with the entire population within a couple
quick.
Well,
was
they did
just-
something. I thought in World War II. I could be wrong.
They got rid of a lot of people.
where they.
Yeah, yeah, they did.
I don't want to say the H word. I might flag it. But yeah, they did something where they. I want to say they
Haitians.
tried to get some sort of attractive pheromone or some sort of release done. Do you know what I'm talking about? They released
I
it
might
on,
have
I think,
seen
the
it.
Germans actually, and it made them.
I know that they
attracted
were putting
to
like
same sex to some level, or just attracted to whoever was there, which happened to be, of course, other males.
like methamphetamine and chocolate.
oh
will
yeah,
also do
dude,
that as
straight
well.
meth addicts.
They
Yeah.
were.
Oh, then they were.
Literally,
yeah,
they
the
really
SS,
were.
yeah.
That's how they were able to stay up.
Yeah.
And
push
just
through for
win.
days.
Just
Everything. Yeah,
consistently
teeth
like
later.
animals, dude, just
Yeah.
fighting like crazy.
Didn't have
Yeah.
teeth. That is the joke. Okay, so do you know why
Gums.
they sell so many toothbrushes in West Virginia?
Why?
Because they don't have a lot of teeth. Toothbrush.
Solid.
Solid.
Okay, yeah, that bombed. You didn't even give me
Yeah.
like a half laugh. All right, next.
Trying to make
It's
it
all about
relevant.
the delivery.
It is, yeah.
You know, it's like,
I think I could have delivered that with like a limousine, and you guys still would have stared at me like, "All right, confetti everywhere," and it's still like, "Oh, all right."
bring sushi next time. We'll,
Next.
like, oh.
All right. I don't know if
Bring
I'll ever.
sushi.
We don't know if we'll ever financially recover from this.
Oh my
we'll
God.
never recover.
You know what
from
that's
that.
from?
No.
The Tiger
Oh, that's
King?
from the tie. I
Never financially recover from
hate
this.
that guy.
Really?
I
Oh,
cannot
yeah.
stand
He's part of the
anything to
community.
do with that. I never found it funny. I never found it entertaining. I just couldn't stand the sight of that dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Well,
just it was just like the personality and like then you start reading about like all the trashy
stuff he did.
drama
Yeah.
that he's been through, and it's just like, dude, people. That's like when Honey Boo Boo was a thing.
Oh my.
Why were we idolizing that?
Like full idol.
Yeah,
Dude,
Like,
it
that
was a weird
crazy for
show,
a while.
man. I think it was just the burning thing that was crashing, and everyone liked to watch it.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
There was a
especially with the
South
mom.
Park episode about that a long time ago,
I remember
about
that.
raising the bar.
And put the pig.
Yeah, it was like
and Honey
Michelle
Boo Boo.
Obama like staging spaghetti fights between Fatty Doo Doo and Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah.
Dude, it was hilarious.
And Honey Boo Boo's heart went out, and they put a
That's
pig.
Yeah,
funny
put a
'cause
pig
she's like
heart in
trying
her.
to keep people fit.
Yeah, that is funny.
That is funny.
That's hilarious.
I mean, I guess
Of
it's a
course
good
blood
like
issues
it's
are.
a good flip. I mean, I
Yeah.
can
It
respect
is.
that
It's a
more
good-
than like just like we eat spaghetti and butter. Like,
eat some
shut up,
spaghetti.
dude.
They're crazy. Mountain Dew. My sody. No, that's the other lady.
Yeah.
Sodies.
Oh, Sodies. Yeah, that's another
my
one,
Dude,
dude.
her arm
That's-
weighs the size of like us.
Yeah.
Telling you,
Like
dude.
the bottom part of her arm.
Just
right? The flap.
absolute fullbacks of the Raiders.
Taking
Like,
down the
it's
whole
like
wall.
The best
Oh my
D line
gosh,
in
dude.
existence.
It would
wall.
take 4 tigers to eat that thing. All right.
But no, going back to topic. We have so much going on from big shows. Like, let's say just for kids, right? Sesame Street,
Yep.
Peppa Pig,
Arthur.
Bluey, Arthur.
Arthur did PBS's first, I think this was 22.
Mhm.
They did the first exposure on PBS to same-sex marriage.
Yeah.
2 of the male
And-
characters married.
And the reason we're mentioning this stuff is, we already see the danger with some waves of it. Like transgenderism, there's a lot of
Oh, it's
harm,
terribly
danger
dangerous.
that can come
Yeah.
from it,
There's no way to hide that.
specifically with the drugs that you take.
Oh,
It
the drugs-
changes
you're-
the chemical balance
Yeah.
of your brain, your mood, your attitude. This is scientifically proven.
I was wanting to get LASIK, that
Yeah.
surgery, right, to help my eyes, right, versus continuing contacts. They offered, I think, PRK because of my eyes. Anyway, that's surgery going under the knife. I was not comfortable doing that because of the harm that it could do in the process of trying to do something good. I
Yeah,
wasn't
they do,
mutilating my body.
They do like
it's crazy.
thousands of those a week, though, dude.
Not
Yeah,
the
they really
Not
do.
the PRKs. PRK takes anyway. It takes a whole month. To
It's a
recover.
bigger
It's
one.
Terrible.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a
They
PRK.
actually cut It's different.
It's
They
not
actually
laser?
have to cut it. I don't know if it's a laser. Instead of
It's gotta be a
adjusting
laser.
the flap of the cornea, they're actually adjusting the cornea. So it's a little. It's
really
safer.
cool.
Wish
Actually,
you got like the same eyes that RoboCop got.
That
I
would
could
be
look around
cool.
and stuff. So what I'm getting at though with that was
Which is
I was
also a
concerned
friend of mine's
about
gamer tag.
is it yeah, actually, good job. Wouldn't know. Yeah, so you've got people who are cutting off their breast and their groin, chopping things off, and
Getting shot up with a ton of hormone blockers at a young age, like
that's right. Remember, I was telling you that really bothered me.
Yeah.
We were talking about The Last of Us. There's that scene, of course, where the girl's like, "I'm gonna be a dad," like the weirdest scene ever, and everyone bombed it.
yeah.
But I saw an advertisement on Facebook. I don't know what I've been looking up apparently, but it asked for they are looking for a child actor between the ages of 10 and 14 that is transgendered,
Yeah.
fully transitioned for their cast. So they're trying to find and then in my head I go, right, that's simple knowledge, right? We understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
But then I really processed, they're looking for a 10-year-old that's had surgery to remove something. And I'm just like,
You know,
who would be allowed at 10 years old to make that decision? My son is 8 and doesn't know that this is not dinosaur venom or DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That right there to me is what this video is about. You know,
Yeah.
you are teaching children and then changing children
yeah,
on what they should believe for their life.
We'll say though.
Some of
there's
these
a lot
changes
of,
cannot be taken back.
There's a lot of kickback on that.
Oh,
though. It's-
100%.
I mean, like it's a like I see a lot of. It's like the media is really good at, like any side of the media is like really good at making it seem like you're like in this minority and there's like this huge opposition against how you think, and that's just
It's
not the case. Not with anybody I've ever met. You know. It's
Yeah.
just a.
No, you know, it is not. You know, and what's really bad, you know, the school systems from the young kids going up to middle school, to high school, to college, each one has its own training method to teach them, to indoctrinate them into what they want them to believe.
Yeah.
If you look at colleges right now, colleges are just the most extreme places in the world.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? What like
It's crazy because it
It's-
should be where you are educated
Yes.
about the world, about economics, about things to
Well,
make you
I
divisive.
saw a meme.
that's what I was gonna say.
in the
Like
workplace.
it's like
But it's the opposite.
the problem
Complete
with
opposite.
the problem with school is this. It's not just that. It's just like they're not like there's a lot of people who graduate that like can't adult correctly, right? Like they can't write checks, they can't sign their names, they don't know how to pay bills, they
most
don't know
taxes
anything
are
about
right. Most
credit
young
or
adults cannot
taxes
do
or any of that
checks.
stuff, and like but they can do like calculus 4, right?
Or they know
And
what's
it's like,
the percentage of that you need to hire a DEI based on the
yeah, or it's like
population.
something
What are we
stupid, right?
trying-
It's
why-
like it's
why
there's
critical
no
race theory
there's no like
matters.
at least there's no like actual education. There's like kids who have like I've met that are like have super
Yeah.
good common sense, right? Like my niece, she has like crazy good common sense. And she went to high school recently, but like the majority of people that age, it's just I don't know how it's just they're
And then you add the fact that they're doing this. Like if you watch the young adults, I'm guilty of it too, but not to that level.
Yeah.
Dude, if you look, the
Some people can't
chin
live with
and
that.
their neck.
Yeah.
The posturing of people these days,
Yeah.
especially our younger adults, is this. If you
Yeah.
not just when they're looking, when they're walking around, watch the curvature of their back.
Dude, when we
their
were
neck's
at
freaking it should be like this, right? And their neck's like this.
when we were at Epcot, we went to that.
I like how you were pointing at me like we went. I wish.
Well,
When we
he
did
did
this,
invite me. To be fair,
when we went to Epcot,
buku's money.
stupid
Dude,
expensive.
so expensive. Man.
So
but I'm glad you had fun.
So I didn't, but we went to that. The hibachi place that's in the Japanese Pavilion there.
Yeah.
And World Showcase.
Yeah.
I'm really out of it.
So like in
Yeah, I
Epcot,
know,
there's
yeah.
like all these different countries, and there's like this super good hibachi place. You don't really get a ton of food, which is kind of disappointing. But it's hibachi.
But it's good.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Like the dude at our table,
Jane.
dude, he made like a Mickey Mouse with onions.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You know,
Yeah.
it was a good show.
It's really good.
The next table over, there was 3 kids from probably 5 to 10.
iPads.
All had iPads in front of them. That's crazy.
That's what they're doing.
That's crazy.
And they're
Yeah.
saying their development. Of course, the development's going to go down. The social stuff.
Yeah.
And right
Add
here,
COVID, it
you
was
know,
terrible.
When we talk about the shows, we have anything they're watching is promoting what we are discussing.
Yeah.
They're promoting it.
Well, there was
forward.
that
The new Jurassic
movie
Park
that
show.
came out, dude, on Netflix that got taken off. What was it called? It was about like the hypersexualized girls doing the dance competition, and like everybody freaked out about
was
it.
insane.
Oh,
dude.
You know?
that
yes.
was like
I
what,
remember.
4 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah,
it
it got
was
pulled
basically
and
like a dance or beauty pageant, but for
Yeah.
kids, and it overtly
Yeah,
sexualized.
dude, and it's
What, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds?
yeah, it was like
Yeah.
crazy
disgusting,
young, but
dude.
it's
What are you
know,
freaking doing? Yeah, that's
same.
crazy.
I mean, same thing though, right?
But this is
it's-
like what Anthony's saying too is, and I saw it, is they're characters that instead of just having a character in the background, which still I'm not for it, it centralizes around these strong transgender or gay, and that becomes they're teaching.
focus.
well, they did that with
Correct.
Star Wars,
They're
and that I
teaching
think
it.
that show flopped. I don't think. it
Yeah,
even
they
got it.
did. That was God, which one was that? The new one with not Han, not the Han adventure. You know what I'm
No,
talking
it
about.
was it
Everyone's-
came out. It
no
didn't
one
even get
watched
a
it.
season.
No
I
one
think it got
watched
2
it.
or 3 episodes. I'll tell you what was way better.
Acolyte.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you're the one who told me. Remember,
Yeah.
you said
Yeah.
like they
Acolyte.
had some baby and
Oh yeah, no, it was a
Skeleton
witch
Crew
cult.
was much better.
Witch
than
cult.
all
that.
females,
female
and
homosexual
then they had
females
the
that were
force,
witches,
and they had a baby.
and the force
they
helped
were
them
like-
have a baby.
Skeleton
they
Crew was
birthed.
much
Power
better.
of one,
Did you
the
watch Skeleton
power of
Crew?
many.
That was much better.
Oh, Skeleton Crew way better.
Yeah,
Way
Skeleton Crew, Star Wars Skeleton
an
Crew.
animated-
It's about like these little
Oh,
kids
animated?
who
I haven't seen it.
they find a ship and they get sent somewhere they don't know, but their planet is actually like
a
hidden.
treasure
It's like a treasure
planet.
planet that's hidden on purpose, and
my
they can't
favorite
find their way
movie.
back.
It's actually
pretty
really,
good.
It's a cool
Treasure
show. I
Planet.
like that one.
Treasure Planet, yeah.
So
no,
good. Have
like-
you ever watched that still?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. Thank God. Great movie. Great
Great.
plug.
Treasure Planet's a great movie. Yeah.
They apparently spent a ton of money on that. by the
Yeah,
way.
dude, it's a fortune to make
They
that.
wanted the directors who had been wanting for years to do it. I think they had to do Lilo and Stitch first, and then they were allowed to do it. I don't know if that timeline's right. They had to do some. Maybe it was the Mermaid. Anyway, yeah, super great movie.
Hawaiian roller coaster.
Yeah,
That's solid, dude.
come on.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, no, that kind of stuff's crazy.
I just
It,
think they shouldn't be pushing it because Jurassic Park did it, the new Transformers did it, and these are just kids shows, right? These are like the animated
Jurassic
shows.
Park did it.
A new animated
Yeah.
Jurassic Park show.
Yep, that was a big one.
They focused around 2 gay characters, and in a cartoon show,
I know,
had them
like-
kissing and saying, "Oh, we love each other," which is that should not be in a kids show at all.
She-Ra and the
Transformers
Princess of
did
Power.
that?
Yeah, dude.
the
But it was like a
cartoon, the
cartoon
new-
version
yeah.
for kids.
The kid, no, we don't know. You don't watch this stuff. This is like kids,
kids,
cartoon shows.
Yeah.
But
All
they
sorts
put
of stuff.
actual like full LGBTQ
Earth Spark.
Yes,
That's
Earth Spark.
what
Yep.
it's
Like
called, yeah.
promotions in
Interesting.
that,
Yeah.
Interesting.
and
yeah,
it's just.
non-binary, pansexual.
But it's not
I
just
mean,
that. It's like the
I don't
kissing
even
part
know
of it,
what
right?
that
the
means.
touching, the
Dude,
kissing,
who
the
knows?
all these little things that should not be in a
Bowls,
kids
sexual.
show.
I know, like when I was a little kid, I vividly remember this. We were in elementary school, and it was like 3 or 4 days before we got out for the summer, and they were like, "Hey guys, look, we're all going to go to the gymnasium. We got this movie, Rugrats in Paradise, just came to VHS, and we're like fired up."
Oh, yeah.
Rugrats,
Paradise,
dude.
but it was in
Oh
Paris.
no, Paris. Rugrats in
Paris.
Paris.
I was
yeah.
thinking, I was like, what's
And
that
I
one?
remember as soon as it got to the scene where it showed Tommy's bare butt, the teachers were like, "Absolutely not. No way you're watching this." And we sat there and watched like some
Dumb.
History Channel thing about like
bring in the videotape.
yeah,
slap it
you
in
know,
the
and like they just like changed it. And we spent like an hour and a half watching like stuff about rocks.
Yeah.
you know, and like half of us fell asleep. But
How
I remember that
islands
like
are
how.
made.
Like back then, it was like no, like
Yeah,
absolutely not. Even though it was a cartoon,
and now
they were babies.
You've got
You have
drag queens, teachers who are pushing things, and
Was that TikTok
overt.
where it's like I am, just call me teacher C or something like that, and this kid was like, "What does that mean?" He's like,
exist. Like
No, like it was
teacher?
like teacher Darren. It was like a TikTok, and it was like call me teacher Darren, and she was like teaching, I don't know, English, but like spent like the first half of the period like talking about like pronouns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, so do whatever you want to do, right? Like if that's how you want to go through your life, but like let's just teach English, man.
So
you know,
the thing that I've noticed too is not just it's supporting what you're saying, both of you. It's that and you said earlier, it's the focus. Taking anything and somehow turning it into a way to teach you awareness about the community. And then focusing on that for 20 minutes out of a 40-minute thing.
Yeah.
What do you do with
See, like back in the day,
you don't teach anything.
Dude, in high school, we used to get people sidetracked. Like our teachers, we get them sidetracked talking about like football.
Yeah.
Or he'd be like, "Yeah, dude, I just bought a new Corvette," and like we'd spend like 30 minutes getting them to talk about his Corvette,
Sure,
just so we
'cause you
didn't
just
have
get the
anything.
time gone.
Right,
Yeah.
just to get the time gone,
Yeah,
right? And now it's
exactly.
like completely flipped. Like they don't do that
Mr.
anymore.
Mabe that way a few times.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh, I used to be goated at that, dude.
That lady, the chemistry lady, her name is Miss Martin. I remembered it randomly while watching the video. That failed me.
Oh,
Miss Martin.
Miss Jackson.
She's probably dead now. She was old. So
nice.
anyway, yeah, dude, that's the problem. Is not even just that it's totally against our beliefs of the country and just our beliefs on the show, obviously, but it's pushing an agenda. This is psyops.
It's a perfect
All day.
agenda.
Perfect.
It's an agenda that's being pushed at the young age
Yeah, most
to
impressionable.
convert them quickly to whatever side they are.
Yep.
If you look at video
Vulnerable.
games, the last 10 years, video games has had people who were hired into that.
I'll tell you the funniest one, dude, with
yeah.
that was Apex Legends.
Oh, my goodness.
And it was like the robot character, and I was like, whatever, but what does that have to do with anything?
Exactly.
Like, this is a battle royale. Like,
and they're trying to
I guess like my attitude towards it is I just really could care less.
Yeah.
As long as you're not like holding a gun to my head, forcing me to be like, you're going to believe in this, right?
Yeah.
Like, I just got so much other stuff going on. Maybe it's selfish of me, maybe not. I don't know. I just could care less. But when I see that stuff, I'm like, this is just stupid, dude. Like, it just.
And the thing is, to us, yes, it is.
It is stupid.
To us, yeah,
but
it's very stupid.
They take it so seriously. For me, I'm a little on the more aggressive, let's call it fundamental side of it. I don't want my child being exposed to it at all.
Sure.
Not a, hey, you do your thing. No, son, that is wrong. It's against what we believe. It's a manipulation and distortion of what God gave us to do. And it's outside of his will. And hopefully they'll come to Christ and get out of sin. That's the conversation. We love them. We do not love what they're doing or accept it. And I don't know why Christians became so soft. It seems with the Charlie Kirk thing, you've seen them kind of taking some more ground now and sticking up for their beliefs. But it's like we've been scared to say, hey, no, I don't hate you, but what you're doing is sin, and I don't agree with it.
A whole bunch of stuff like Candace Owens. Like I watched like 5 minutes of something she put out, and I was like,
I watched the thing earlier about.
This is like Sunday.
Yeah.
Or like
I don't,
1 in the
yeah,
morning
it could have.
I saw
Was
this.
it the one about the text that he was getting?
No, it was like the tunnel and then the crime scene tear down and then
I haven't seen
like
any
all
of
sorts
that.
of stuff. Yeah, it was
I
actually,
don't like that they started building on that so quickly with the concrete and stuff. I don't like that at all, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty
Or
wild.
the ceiling.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
I don't like that at all. I don't like any of
There's
that.
a lot of spookiness going on.
Basically, this is such a tangent, but basically, I saw that Charlie Kirk, his messages to
I saw
Candace
that.
recently
Yeah, I
were
saw
like,
that.
they're pushing me into a corner, like asking me to support this in a way that I'm not going to support.
That wasn't to Candace.
And now, someone else?
No, that was
like-
a private group chat between him and a few other people.
Okay, I think there was 8 people.
Yeah,
I thought
and-
she was in one of them and
No.
was saying, look, I'm going to have to bounce on the pro-Israel thing now because of the way you're handling this.
But also,
Yeah.
I believe that was from 2024.
Okay.
From the time
Supposedly,
because
what
one
I-
of his hosts said, "Yeah, I sent this to the FBI to give them evidence."
I thought that was weeks before. But
No, not from.
could be wrong.
Yeah,
and
but
also, she
with the-
could be misrepresenting it.
Yeah.
I'm very careful what she says.
Oh yeah, dude, she's
Very
made
careful.
5 claims already. 4 been debunked.
yeah.
This is
Yeah,
the
she's
first thing that
pretty-
she's ever said, like an actual receipt, and then it's like you showed your best friend in a bad light after he's dead, so he can't even defend himself. It's like, what is this receipt gonna do? What is this text message chain gonna do? You
Yeah.
just
See,
Slurs
but
your
all right,
friend's
so
name
that's how
who's
easy
dead
stuff.
now. And I'm like,
That's
dude.
how easy stuff gets twisted, though, right?
especially in that kind of
Like-
environment. And it
It leads back to what we're talking about, right? Like it's just
It
like
does.
how
Quick.
somebody you trust says something that, or you mildly trust, or haven't had a reason to not necessarily debunk everything they say, and how easy you can just be like, oh man, that's crazy. That really
I
happened.
didn't know that they would do that or that happened.
Yeah.
I do think there's a pretty strong stance, and I'll take it. I don't mind being that fall guy, but I do think that it's not good for. I'll tackle the transgender thing. For me, I think I'm probably speaking for us, but at least let me know if you don't feel the same way. But I think that is dangerous to our values as a country, our identity as a country, our identity in Christ. Of course, there's no place for that. There's no place for that sin in the body of Christ. Call it what it is. Change, help them change, love them, but don't love what they're doing and don't support it. And this, I can do whatever I want, laissez-faire. I believe in everyone's kind of like looking to God in a way. And no, dude, there was very clear instructions, and it said, I'm the way, the truth, and life, and you can't get to the Father but through me. And that was Jesus speaking. So I'm going to take him at his word since he kind of showed up and was a historical figure. I mean,
And,
the Quran
you know,
even mentions him. So,
yeah.
let's do this, and let's stop hiding what we truly believe. And you don't have to talk about it at work if it's not permitted. That's fine. No one's telling you that you should or shouldn't. But don't force me to agree with this. It's against my belief. Period. 100% always will be.
And before we end, because we're getting to the close,
We are.
I've seen
got work.
so many. I've seen so many people who identified as trans come out now that they're older, saying, I can't take back what I've done,
A lot of that.
but I'm trying to go back to who I was.
A lot of that.
And that right there is probably the worst. That is the worst because you do something when you're younger, and you're a teenager, young adult. You do a massive change. 10 years later, 5 years later, it's like, wait a minute, this is not good. You don't have what you have anymore. It's all gone.
It's as easy as this. I don't know if I've told this story or not before, but way back in the day when I was like 12, 13 years old, my buddy's stepdad had a boat, right? And we would always make jokes about like, hey, like you should sell us that boat. And to us, like, oh, we'll buy the boat, fix it up, and use it and sell it. Like we're like 13, right?
Yeah.
So like I drew up like this bill of sale. No idea what I was doing.
Sure, yeah.
And I had it on my nightstand.
I, Joseph, ask you, please, sir, next door.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me your boat.
So my parents saw that, and they were like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to buy this boat. And they're like, no, you're not. That's crazy. You're not doing that. And I was like, yeah, it's a good idea. And they're like, it's a stupid idea. You're not doing that. End of story. And I was like super mad about that. And like I'd forgotten about it, Life goes on. And then like when I got older, for some reason I thought about that. I'm like, man, I'm really glad that they said no to a lot of stupid crap that I wanted to do, because that was like that would have been detrimental to a lot of things, right? And like even as an adult, I've made mistakes on my own, right? But like as a kid, they were able to
mitigate
it, you know what I mean? So I feel like there's a lot of parents who are afraid to tell their kids no, or they don't want to be seen as that parent as that, like, oh, well, our kids are doing this, aren't you? Yours, like, it's not, that's.
Well,
one thing I'm very thankful of, I know, like, when me and Sam have kids, like, she's not going to be, like, a pushover.
Yeah, definitely not.
She's like the way that she just, even with
very
her pets
straight
now,
to
like, like I hear like, it's time to go to bed, everybody go to sleep,
Yeah, and so, and you need that for structure because this world's going to give you whatever you want, and that's a lot of bad stuff. Oh, yeah. And one thing I'll say about my dad, real quick, similar to what you're saying.
Shout out.
Shout out to, I know exactly where I was. I was still living at home, and I went to ask him a very important thing. I don't even know if it was about my wife or who to be or who. Anyway, I said, hey, Dad, I want your advice. Your advice. And he's like, what do you mean my advice? I was like, I know you're going to give me God's advice, but I want your advice. Separate for a moment and just give me who you are as a person, your experiences, your advice. And he goes, I can't do that. I said, what do you mean? He says, I cannot give you my advice separate I'm gonna get emotional. Separate of my father's advice, because they're the same. Because he's in me, he guides me, and he gives me a special anointing to tell you and to answer your questions. So I can't give you it divided. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I was one of the maddest I've ever been in my life because I felt like Dad is not being genuine with me. Like, he can't just give me a real answer. And I stewed on it for months, dude. Months, maybe even years. And it's my favorite thing about him now because he took a stand and said, this is not how we do things. It is a part of me. And I'm not going to give you an answer outside of this. And that's how I feel about this community and what they're pushing. It is outside of what I believe to be right. And I'm not going to give you a different answer. I'm not being mean either. I'm just being honorable to what my belief is. And also, if you're taking something to block your hormones, right, and you're not sick, you're stopping your body's natural process of doing something. Why are you doing such a thing? Who does that?
Yeah.
If anything, we try to enhance it, not block it. What are we talking about here, man?
No.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
rant over.
That's it.
everybody, drop a like down below.
Yeah, what do you think? This is a heavy topic, and we're very stern on it. So what do you think?
It is. It is. Drop some comments. If you
We
haven't
love
already,
it.
subscribe. We talk
Please
about
do.
a wide range of topics on this channel.
Tons of stuff.
Well,
Pretty much everything. So
Politics, electronics, the future,
this,
this.
future.
the
Which is
future.
hopefully not the future. I was watching the video earlier. Like the layer of doom. What was it?
Oh, that's meanwhile in the Temple of Doom.
The Temple of Doom. And you had another zinger that was funny. All right.
All
Thank
right,
you guys.
See ya.
Like, subscribe. See you next
See
time.
ya.
Bye.